Congressman Nathaniel Moran joins me now. Congressman, thank you for being here this evening.
David, pleasure to be here with you tonight.
All right, we wanted to bring you on because you're on the House Foreign Affairs Committee, so I think you're a good person to talk about Ukraine. What do you make of the president's visit to Ukraine and to Poland?
Well, I certainly support the defeat of Russia in the Ukraine conflict. We've got to understand, though, that this really goes deeper. It's a proxy conflict with our conflict with China right now. But we also have some domestic issues that play into this. You know, we have a porous southern border that we need to address. So I'm a little bit skeptical about the visit by President Biden to Ukraine today and the motives behind that, especially after the Chinese balloon mess. What is he trying to accomplish by doing this? We need some steady, strategic, and strong foreign policy. It just hasn't been there in the past couple of years. But we got to make sure our military remains ready and our border and our southern border remains strong and secure before we really turn our attention overseas.
All right, and then on the strategy side, the U.S. has been fairly consistent in providing some equipment help and some military help to Ukraine. There are some people who think we should be giving more, and there's some people who believe we should cut them off entirely. Where do you fall on that spectrum?
Well, we absolutely cannot write a blank check. There has to be audits in place. There has to be checks and balances for anything that goes overseas to support this Ukrainian war against Russia. We absolutely, though, do need to defeat Russia, but we need to do so in a responsible and a measured fashion, certainly not provide any troops along the way.
All right, and now you're here in East Texas because all of Congress is on break, members visiting their home districts. I know you're here for a few more days before you head back. What have you been hoping to accomplish while you're here? And what are some of the things that you want to get done soon after you return to D.C.?
Well, we've already started in D.C. submitting bills. We submitted a Border Security Investment Act that was very important. We're trying to gain support both here locally and with our congressmen back home, back in D.C., to get that bill pushed through financial services. Here in the district, spending a lot of time in the 17 counties, making sure that we're continuing to listen to individuals and businesses about what's important to their families and to their businesses, and then take those ideas back to Washington, D.C., and make sure we put those into legislative action.
All right, well, Congressman, we thank you for being here. We'll look forward to talking to you again in the near future to see what else you're able to do in D.C.
It's a pleasure, David. Thank you for having me.